Stop weeing all over your reader. It's rude. A bit like pointing. Professional documents that are dripping with words like we, us and our and seem to have completely forgotten about the reader or what I mean by that. So they're writer-centric and not reader-centric. I'm Scott Keyes of The Writing Guy, and for 13 years I've helped professional services firms with their writing. And if you've got a couple of minutes on this sunny Sunday morning in London, I'd like to share my take on professionals' writing issues with you. Professionals, lawyers, accountants, engineers, consultants, and you may well be one of them, tend to be well educated, highly intelligent, studious, conscientious. Are you liking the sound of this yet? But they also tend to be a bit risk averse. And that generates, in writing terms, that generates a mindset of, I need to show my expertise. The more detail I put in a document, the less risk to me and my firm. And the cleverer my writing, the likelier my reader is to be convinced. And this mindset, in turn, produces documents that are long and wordy, that wheel over the reader, as I mentioned earlier, and that are more intent on impressing the reader than genuinely communicating with them. And what's the impact of documents like that? Reader turn-off. Miserable, abject communication failure. Because people aren't convinced, they're not persuaded by understanding how brilliant you are. What are they persuaded by? Well, there's a quote that really resonates with me, and it's this. I don't buy because I understand what you do. I buy because I feel understood. And that's really the key to great writing. So strong writing is writing that is from the reader's perspective, the reader's point of view, that talks about what most matters to the reader and not the writer, and that shows a deep understanding of the reader's needs, situation, context, objectives and agenda. And that's why in my book, Rhetorica, the very first technique, the first chapter is write for your reader. That's no coincidence. So what's the bottom line? The bottom line is that strong writing is less about intellectual cleverness and more about emotional intelligence. Thanks for watching, and needless to say, so I'll say it, if you ever need any help with your writing, give me a shout.